Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. In the last video, I have explained about data encapsulation in Java. Today, I am going to explain about a constructor in Java. So, first and foremost thing is what is constructor, what it defines, and how constructor will going to work and how it will be declared. Everything I'm going to explain now. Let's see what is constructor. Constructor is a specialized setter which has the same class name and with a no return type value. And also we can define constructor as a specialized initializer to an instance variable. If we want to initialize a value to an instance variable of a class, we can use a constructors by declaring an object of a constructor, because constructor is being called as soon as an object is created to one class. Whenever the object is created upon a class, constructor will be called. In a constructor, we can see default constructor, parameterized constructor, and a copy constructor, its types. When a default constructor is being called, whenever the OS is assigned a JVM or Java virtual machine in a stack segment, means whenever starts an execution, there will be in four segments in a Java virtual machine. One is code segment, stack segment, heap segment, and one more is stack segment. As soon as OS starts its execution, first it allocates JVM in a stack segment. When a JVM present in a stack segment means it creates some space in a RAM where JVM is present. JVM as Java runtime environment. In that Java environment, four segments will be present: code segment, stack segment, heap segment, and more stack segment. So JVM is present in a stack segment of a RAM. Then JVM gives his control or handover his control to class loader. Class loader has a job to scan the complete code, whatever written the Java code, the complete Java code will be scanned and place that code in a code segment. Let me repeat. What class loader does is class loader scans the all the Java complete Java code and placed it into a Java code segment. In a code segment, we have complete Java code and also scans the static method, static blocks, and static variables. It finds whether the code have static method, static block, or static variables. Take that complete static method, static block, and static variables and place in a static segment. So in a code segment, we have complete code. In a static segment, we have static elements. Static elements in a static block, static methods, static variables. I will explain completely about static in the next class and the next video. Let's just look into constructor. As I told, default constructor will be there, parameterized constructor will be there. As soon as seen the main method, it OS create some sort of chunk memory, will call it some sort of memory in a stack segment, which is called as an activation record with the name of main will be created. Inside the main, whatever the instruction will be present, it will be placed in a stack segment. So chunk of memory will be created in a stack segment. Inside the stack segment, the first statement is fan ap new fan. So this fan is a constructor. It calling the constructor fan. It checks. It finds a constructor whether present in this constructor class. Yes, the fan is present, which is accepting brand, cost, and color. Here it's sending the brand, cost, color values to here. It takes up the value. The brand value will begin to brand instance variable. Cost local variable value given to cost instance variable, and the color value will be given to color instance variable. So these three statements will be executed, and this for this memory will be created in stack segment. The next statement is calling the method called get brand. Over here the get brand is present. What it does means it returns the brand value whatever the present here. It returns same similarly get cost, get color will be printed. Let's run this program. Null null null. White showing null 0 null. We have to print the value Usha 2000 and gray, but the Java compiler is printing null 0 null. If it is printing in a different value, means there is a problem will be there in the code. Let's rectify what is the problem. As soon as you are calling a constructor, it passing your values to one instant variable present here. It will hatch the whatever the local variable value which is given by this constructor that will be added to these three instant variables. But you can witness and you can see the local variable, these three are local variables. This local brand, cost, and color, these three are local variables. Local variables and the instant variables both are same. If in this case, if local variables and instant variables are both are same, then local variable value assigned to local variable only, and local variable cost value assigned to local variable cost only, local variable color value, local variable color value fully assigned. Whereas an instant value get a memory, get a value. So these instant variables are once again became null, or once again became zero only, because local variable value assigned to local variable only. It's not assigning to instance variable. So that's the reason it printing string brand as a null, int cost as a zero, string color as a null. If you want to resolve this problem, actually this problem in a Java called as shadowing problem. What is shadowing problem means, whenever the constructor is being called, we know that when a constructor is being called, it able to initialize values to an instance variables which is declared in the class. When initializing, the instant variables name and the local variables values name will be same. In that case, local variable values will be assigned to local variable only. It leads an problem called shadowing. If you want to resolve this shadowing problem, we have to use this operator, this keyword. Use the this keyword along with dot operator. Wait a second. Here brand is not mentioned. Yeah. See, now we are getting the output Usha 2000 and gray. What is the use of this operator? This keyword. This keyword will be used to access an instant variables which has the same name as a local variable. When you have that same name of local variables and the instant variables, if we want to access that particular instant variable, then we have to use this keyword. And also one more use of this method is, whenever you use this method, it is used to call the constructor which is able to call to one more constructor which is present in a same class. Suppose if one more constructor is present, it's only one parameter. This method will be used to call the multiple constructors present in a same class. Similarly, if you use a super method means it is used to call the parent class constructor. If suppose if no constructor present in any class, in that case compiler creates a default constructor. That default constructor which is present in the constructor creates a default constructor. Inside the default constructor, super class will be there. That super class will be able to call the constructor which is present in a parent class. This is what the use of the super class. Whenever you use a super class method, it is used to call the constructor which is present in the parent class. Similarly, this class method will be used to call the constructor which is present in the same class. So calling a constructor which is present in the same class is called as an constructor chaining. Calling a constructor, sorry, calling a constructor in a same class which is called as a local chaining. Calling a constructor which is present in a parent class which is called as a local constructor chaining. Constructor chaining is a calling a class in a parent class, calling a constructor in a parent class. Local chaining is constructor calling a multiple constructor present in same class or local class. This is what all about the today's class session. In the next class, I'm going to teach about the static keyword, what are its elements of a static keyword, and how static keyword will help, how memory will be allocated for static methods or static blocks or static variables. We're going to see in next class. Thank you for this today's class. If you really like the video, please like and subscribe it. Bye bye. Happy coding.